Good evening and welcome back to the channel. ये जहाँ पे मैं बैठा हूँ, this doesn't feel like Ladakh ना, but yes, I'm in Ladakh. It's one of my favorite places here in entire Ladakh district. This is Shargol village and ये नदी के पास आज मैं इसलिए आया हूँ. I thought I would make a discussion video on how to travel to Zanskar. I hope you guys enjoyed my series on the Zanskar trip. It was a epic adventure guys. I mean, so मैंने सोचा कि क्यों ना एक ऐसा वीडियो बनाए जिसमें मैं काफ़ी सारे क्वेश्चंस जो काफ़ी लोगों के माइंड में डाउट्स होंगे उनको हम आज one by one क्लियर करें. So there's a new road which has been opened up, a new pass which has been opened up by BRO. And the pass is known as Shinkula Pass and it connects Manali all the way to Padum in just a day's journey. Before that we had to go to Zanskar from Leh via Kargil and it should take almost like 3 days. That journey has been cut off to 1 day. That is something extraordinary and this gives you every reason to visit Zanskar. So let's start with I have made some notes, so let's start with the first thing which a lot of people have doubts, that what sort of bike and car should we get. Now when it comes to motorcycle, I think any motorcycle can actually do. I came on a very lightweight 200cc motorcycle, Xpulse 200. If you guys have a big bike you can easily do it. On motorcycle I would have only one suggestion, that when you are crossing the passes, especially the Shinkula Pass, and you are heading again towards the Lingshed route towards Leh, the water crossing are really serious in the morning. So early in the morning the water level are less, so that's the best time to cross it. If you are late and it gets like 4:30, don't try to cross it because things will get messed up and jute to gile honge, you might just stuck in a zone or something like that. We had a serious issue while crossing the water passes, so just a suggestion. In terms of cars, a 4x4 will take you a really long way because first I mean it will climb the pass easily and the water crossing will be a breeze for you, but a 2-wheel drive will also get managed. If you have a sedan, a hatchback, that can also be managed, but your bottom will get hit and it will get scrapped. I mean नीचे से पत्थर लगेगा, पानी हिट करेगा, चीज़ें स्क्रैचेस आएंगी. So ऐसा नहीं है कि your car will be completely safe, but that's the fun of adventure, right? अगर गाड़ी में ना लगे और बाइक ना गिरे तो वो काहे का adventure. Second thing is obviously the current scenario which is happening is the pandemic, COVID. To enter Ladakh you need a RT-PCR report which should not be older than 96 hours from the sample that has been taken from your nose and mouth. When you enter Ladakh, especially from Zanskar side, the first village Kulgiak, there will be a rapid test, and if you are negative then you are allowed to go and chill out. Third is, a lot of people especially after seeing my video would be, how is the place for camping. Now I feel Zanskar is a perfect place for camping because you have a lot of isolated places. You can find solitude here and there, and you can pitch your tent across anywhere, most of the places, which is free. Some of the places, if you are pitching your tent near someone's house or in a field with running water, the villagers might charge you some 200 to 300 rupees, which is I think fair enough because you get a very good plain land to pitch your tent, and you also get drinking water, which is a very important thing, especially in summers here in Zanskar, because the water which is coming from the glacier is not clean. Okay, it's a bit muddy, it's a bit dirty, so that is something that you have to be aware of. Also, people who don't want to camp, then I think homestays are really good options here in Zanskar. You can find homestays across any of the villages. You can find in Kulgiak, which is the first village when you enter Zanskar from Manali via Shinkula Pass. You can find homestay in Pune, which is also going to be a base camp if you want to trek to the Phuktil monastery. You can find homestay in Padum, in Zangla. In most of the entire route, you'll find homestays. It's gonna cost from 1000 rupees to 1500 rupees, and you'll get a bed in a common area, and you'll get 3 meals a day. You'll get the dinner, you'll get the breakfast and you get packed lunch if you want it. If you don't want it, you can skip it. And that's all about homestays, guys. So I would definitely recommend camping near Mount Gongolongan, which is the secret mountain for the Zanskari people, because seeing that mountain standing in front of you in the evening, especially when the sun is setting, it's something that I cannot explain in words, and I cannot show you in videos. I mean, अगर आपने episode 2 देखा होगा, then you would have seen that I camped over there. That is something definitely, if you love camping, then that's the place to be. So let's go on to the fourth thing, which are things that you can do and see in Zanskar. Well, Zanskar is not so commercialized like Leh, but there are a lot to see, especially if you are into monasteries. Then there's Phuktal Monastery, almost 2000 years old. There's Kharsha Monastery, which is, I don't know, like stacked up on a mountain. There's Zangla Fort, there's Shani Gompa, a lot to see. Zanskar is also good for rafting. I mean, Leh में भी rafting होता है, but आजकल Zanskar में भी rafting शुरू हो गई है. Zanskar की खासियत बात ये है कि Zanskar में जो छोटे छोटे villages हैं, उसको भी आप लोग देख सकते हैं, उसको आप explore कर सकते हैं. And Zanskari people are very entertaining. घरों में जाइए, stay in the homestays, explore the fields, drink local wine, have fun. छंग तो जरूर पीजिए, बिकॉज छंग से हाई नहीं होंगे. छंग लाइक लोकल बियर. अब बियर तो संस्कार में मिलेगी नहीं, क्योंकि वहाँ पे बार नहीं है. सो छंग बिल्कुल आप पी सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट आई वांट टू टॉक अबाउट इज फूड इन संस्कार. यू विल फाइंड बेसिक फूड ऑल अक्रॉस द होम स्टेज. वेजिटेरियंस आर मोर देन वेलकम. आपको वेज फूड मिलेगा, नॉन वेज भी आपको मिलेगा. बट अगर आपको मेजर फूड खाना है, देन द बेस्ट प्लेस इज़ पदुम. बिकॉज पदुम में 1-2 होटल्स हैं, रेस्टोरेंट्स, जहाँ आपको अच्छा खाना मिल सकता है. होम स्टे में आपको बहुत ही बेसिक खाना मिलेगा. यू विल फाइंड इंडियन ब्रेड एंड एग. डिनर इज़ बेसिक दाल एंड राइस. I mean, staple diet over here. And in dhabas, small dhabas, you can find Maggi, tea, biscuit and all. For major food, Padum. All across till Leh, you won't find anything else. I mean, if you want to eat something fancy, this is not the place to be. So just be prepared. Get some snacks. Get some, dried food for yourself. Like I got my breakfast, my meals ready, pre-cooked from home. That's something nice, especially if you are traveling over here. Now let's talk about the next topic, which is AMS. This is something that a lot of people are scared of, especially coming to high altitude places like Ladakh. Now, AMS is caused, I think, because people don't take care of two most important things. First is acclimatization. Acclimatization is your body saying, hey dude, I'm okay with the change in height, with the change in higher altitude. So for that, you need to give your body a gradual incline rather than a steep incline. In that way, especially if you are starting your trip from Manali, I would suggest that you stay in Kilong for a day, or you stay near Jispa for a day rather than directly going and crossing the pass and entering Zanskar. Because on top of Shrinkula, you might face AMS because your body is not acclimatized. So when you come to Manali from any place like Delhi, Bombay or other places, stay in Kilong, your body will acclimatize. Next day early morning, cross the pass, keep drinking water. People normally forget to drink water in excitement that wow, the mountains, but keep drinking water. Your body needs to be hydrated well. Juice, lime water, bottles rakhiye. Keep drinking, sipping water, and you will be good to go. I would never recommend a course of Dimox because again, your body needs to get acclimatized naturally without using all this thing. Yes, you can keep a can of oxygen, but if you just do the steps, these 2 steps, which is getting acclimatized well, staying in Kilong or Jispa and drinking enough water, you won't even need an oxygen can. Trust me on that. Next point is the routes that you can take from Zanskar to go towards Leh. Okay, because once you have reached Zanskar, especially Padum via Shrinkula Pass, either you can go back the same way or you can go to Leh via 2 routes. The first route is an adventurous route, which I took, which is the newly developed Padum, Lingshed, all the way till Photsagar and Leh. This is a new route. It's a 1-day journey crossing 3 mountain passes at 15,000 feet. Hanupata, Singela and Sisila all the way till Leh. I would suggest, and I mean that's the first route. The second route is again an adventurous route passing one past Pensila, and this is an older route which we should take while coming from Leh to Padum. This is the Rangdum highway, which is now a major construction is going on over there. So, but it's a easier route to reach all the way till Kargil. It's equal distance almost. I think the Linkshire one is shorter, but which one to choose? If you want off-road adventure, then please choose the Linkshire highway because it's isolated, it's narrow, so you'll be just riding in between the narrow gorges. It's dangerous, yes. If you want that, if you want more of let's say open vast fields and glacier and lakes, then please choose the Rangdum highway, because in that you'll find on Pensila top you'll find like 5 to 6 beautiful glacial lakes, and you pass through the 2000-year-old Rangdum monastery and beautiful Suru Valley. So that's something you should definitely check it out. I did this route back in 2019, so I have a video over here. Please do check it out, so you'll get an idea. But it's up to you guys which route you want to take. The next thing that I want to discuss is what sort of temperatures you will find here in Zanskar. If you're coming in summers, let's say from June end all the way till August, it's gonna be pretty moderate. It's gonna be really hot in the morning because the sun right now, even though we are talking, it's 6, it's 7 right now, and look, the sun is hitting my face. I'm not able to look in the camera well. But in summers the temperatures are high, so you don't need lot of warm clothes, but at night it goes down because Zanskar is a windy place. So carry your puff jackets, but you don't need heavy jackets, so moderate jacket works good. Once mid-August is gone, it starts getting to get bit chilly, so I would recommend at least like dual layer system in the morning and a triple layer system at night. And especially if you're coming in October, then it's gonna be really cold, guys. So I mean temperatures you can see around 6 degrees to 8 degrees in the morning, and it can go up to negative temperatures in the evening and night. So be well prepared, especially if you're coming in winters. And I think we have covered the most of the important things. If you guys have any doubts or questions, then please feel free to drop them in the comments. I would love to answer them. And if you have some bizarre question, then my Instagram is down. Please do drop me a question over there. Do DM me. I would love to answer that to you. And I wanted to add also that if you're coming to Zanskar, please add Phuktal Gompa in your itinerary, because I mean checking to Phuktal Gompa is like time travel. So you go back from 21st century to like 16th century in just 3 hours. So please do visit that place, and that video is also over here if you want to see more about it. Anyways guys, I hope you guys like the video and it solves such an amount of questions for you, or this video might help your friends and family who are planning to come to Zanskar. And I definitely think you guys could come to Zanskar because it's so untouched. It's so untouched by civilization, modernization, everything around us, even phone network. It's like a detox place for adventure lovers. Pretty amazing place, guys. Do visit, and I'll see you next time on the road itself. I love you all. Please take care and stay safe. And look at the view behind me. Isn't something? It's pretty amazing. This is Ladakh, guys, the greener part of Ladakh. Bye bye guys, see you next time.